So 3 more days of Mental Health Awareness Month. Many people looking for ways to manage stress, avoid burnout, and improve their overall well-being. Trent Mailer joins us now to discuss the connection between mental health and performance. Speaking of performance, you played on the UNR football team.
I did.
For all 4 years. That actually motivated you to go into this field.
It did in a lot of ways. Just working at that level kind of showed me a different level of things, just seeing other people reach those levels of Division I college football, but also the struggles I ran into. I only ended up playing in one game my entire college career, and I did struggle in a lot of ways, and I didn't really know who to reach out to. And there was times I looked around, there wasn't much. You know, there was this idea that you're at that level, everything should be fine. This was the dream, this was the goal. But I got there, and then I struggled, and it was, I don't know who to lean on. So I kind of got through it, but it ended up motivating me to figure out how I can help people in this similar position later, where I can help them optimize their life and take advantage of the skills and tools that they've been building and setting up for themselves, and not having it kind of fall apart or getting stuck and not knowing what to do next.
You know, it's interesting, a lot of college kids are stuck because they don't know what to do next with their lives or their career. And especially with AI now, a reality which might not have been the situation, of course, when you were in college. When they feel stuck, they have to pivot. You also pivoted. You were a law school student, right?
Yeah, that was the goal. I originally thought I was going to be a lawyer. I ended up working at a law firm after I graduated, and I hated it. You know, I worked there for about 1.5 to 2 years, and it was like doing homework for a living. It was a great place, but the work itself just wasn't working for me. So I bounced around a little bit, working in the schools in different ways, and kind of got thrown into some crisis intervention, realized I was really good at it, and that's when I really connected the dots with the football side of things, of what if I take the clinical work that I could do and combine that with sports and performance, and helping just elevate people in their lives so they can reach the dreams they have.
Okay, so as a licensed clinical therapist and performance coach, you don't just focus, though, on athletes.
Yeah, I do both athletes and business professionals, because a lot of it does overlap. It deals with having pressure on you, having consequences of failure, having people leaning on you and depending on you for results, that what you do and how you perform can actually impact lives. So all of it does overlap in a lot of ways, which is why I do workshops for teams, I do trainings for companies, I do keynote speeches and all these kind of things, and lots of different ways to just help elevate people in what they're doing.
What is one of the common things you see in your practice of how people get stuck?
I think one of the common things is people not slowing down, and they just keep pushing forward. They just get into the survival mode of let me just keep going. And I understand the idea of it, you know, the grind is a big part of life, but if we do it without being mindful and thinking about things and recovering the right way, we just slowly walk towards burnout. And once we hit burnout, everything falls apart because all the things we're good at, we can't even use anymore. How
does the pause help? And you have to be mindful of how you're pausing, not just stepping away. You have to also have strategy with that, right?
100%. And that's where we tailor the work to people individually of what they got going on so they can better understand it. But a lot of that pause is just really reflecting. Where am I at? What am I doing? Let's pull back and look at the big picture here. What is my actual goal? Am I burning myself into the ground just working every day for who knows why? Or am I actually working towards something right now?
You know, you're younger. You're what, in your 30s?
Yeah, 32.
You're 32. And I'm a generation past yours. Do you look at what's going on with young people and maybe people 10 years younger than you that are coming out of college and say, things are harder right now for the younger generation?
They are in a lot of ways. I mean, in a lot of ways, life is totally different, right? Like, I think we're entering a phase of life where no one really has a guide of how to navigate it. Like in the past, there was a lot of things of just do it like this is how I've done it, or this is what worked before. But now, with all of the things happening with technology and just how the world is changing, no one really knows where to go next.
Well, and the world's more expensive too. I mean, the younger generation, including yours, I would say, it's hard to save up to buy a house. Rents are super high. The cost of getting through college is way more than it was in my generation. I'm in my 50s. So how do you keep people motivated so they just don't get discouraged?
It's tough, and sometimes it's about keeping the world small. You know, a lot of these things are changing, like you're talking about with home owning. Like, I think the average age for the first time home ownership is about 40 now.
That's
like, it's
changed.
A huge difference.
It is up, and it's way higher. You can't afford to buy a house in your 20s anymore.
Exactly, and sometimes that just creates the panic in people. And that's where staying small really helps, of just doing what I can control right now. Because like the economy, we don't really have a whole lot of control over it.
Right.
So controlling the controllables helps us stay in focus with what I can actually change.
Well, you're one of the only people in the Reno area doing this kind of therapy. Trent Mahler is your name, spelled Mahler. If you maybe have a young person in your life or any stage of life that needs to kind of get over this, I think you're a great resource for our community.
I appreciate
Good to meet
that.
you.
It was great to meet you too.
Come back. We'll
Absolutely.
do updates, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Trent, pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Let's go outside and show you